You are tired, stressed, constantly sick, and your wounds heal as slowly as you were a 90-year-old chain smoker. Do you know why? Because your body is in a state we call the scurvy prequel. Wait, you think scurvy? That's that sailor's disease you only get if you eat nothing but hardtack for 10 years. Wrong. Scurvy is the final warning, the absolute endpoint of a deficiency. But most of you are suffering from the prelude to that deficiency, the silent epidemic of hypovitaminosis C. You're not a 17th century sailor, but your connective tissue and your immune system are crying out for help. In this video, I will explain to you how you tackle the problems mentioned, like fatigue, constant stress, poor wound healing, periodontitis, and more, with just one vitamin. But first, like, comment, and follow for more. As a disclaimer, do the basics. If you are not following a healthy lifestyle and haven't included the health basics into your life yet, forget about any supplement or protocol. It will do nothing for you. You are wondering, what are the basics though? I really want to get into those. Go and watch all my videos, because therapies and supplements can only support healing in context of a healthy and holistic lifestyle. The official recommendation for vitamin C, that ridiculous 100 milligram, is nothing more than the survival dose. That's the amount your body needs to avoid immediately collapsing with rotting teeth and internal bleeding. That's not a state of health. That's just not that yet state. The truth is, while you don't have full-blown scurvy, you have the symptoms of chronic subdeficiency. Your gums bleed when you brush your teeth. That's weak capillaries. You constantly get bruises. That's unstable collagen. You're constantly catching colds because your immune system is running on an emergency program. You suffer from increased psychological irritability, pains in your limbs, often due to bleeding into the muscles or joints, loss of appetite and weight loss. There are many more, even more severe ones. This is the silent prelude, like I said, the breeding ground for chronic inflammation, fatigue, and burnout. Orthomolecular medicine has recognized that this vitamin C deficiency is a fundamental problem in our modern, stress-ridden society. We must end this subclinical deficiency because it's so simple. Normally, it comes through diet, but unfortunately, most fruits and vegetables no longer contain relevant amounts. There are a few plants with which you can manage to absorb relevant quantities, like wild herbs, bell peppers, acerola, and others. With that, you might reach 1 to 2 grams. But this is the optimal amount for a healthy person. If you have already developed problems, things get air thin here. And sure, some people need more, some less, which is why not everyone breaks down at the same rate. To achieve therapeutic healing blood levels, you would theoretically need 5 kilos of oranges a day. That is impossible because your gut simply shuts down after about 3 grams. And for many, even earlier, depending on your needs. In one go, you will only be able to absorb 200 to 600 milligrams. Some more, like I said, it's individual. But most people are in the mentioned range. Everything you swallow beyond that ends up in the toilet. On top of that, stress, toxins, and inflammation eat up your vitamin C faster than you can consume it. Your need is 5 to 20 times higher than what your standard diet can provide. This is precisely why the vitamin C high dose protocols exist. In oral therapy, we are talking about doses between 2 and 10 grams daily, taken evenly distributed throughout the day. The goal is to end the chronic hypovitaminosis by finally saturating the system. These high doses are essential because vitamin C is needed as a cofactor for so many vital processes. It is the architect of your connective tissue. It stabilizes your gums, a blessing for periodontitis and accelerates your wound healing. Furthermore, it is the cellular fire extinguisher that combats the massive oxidative stress caused by your domesticated human existence. It is the driver of your immune cells, which finally makes you more robust against infections and helps throttle the silent chronic inflammation in your body. This therapeutic approach has shown wide success in orthomolecular practice. High-dose therapy is used not only to reduce susceptibility to infection, but also to support chronic inflammation, like rheumatoid arthritis, to promote wound healing after surgery, to relieve exhaustion and burnout, and even as an important supplement in cases of poisoning symptoms and coping with chronic oxidative stress, for example. Crucially, vitamin C never works alone. High-dose therapy only works if we have the entire cofactor team on board. This includes iron and copper, but watch out with those two, which it needs for collagen formation, as well as vitamin E, glutathione, zinc, and selenium, which it urgently needs for recycling as part of the antioxidant network. To achieve these high oral doses, you can use synthetic options, but experience suggests that natural extracts are better tolerated. However, studies have shown that both have the same effects, and both are identical molecules. But if you use synthetic, be sure to use the buffered form, because pure vitamin C is too acidic, and only the buffered variant allows you to take 10 grams without your gut freaking out. The risks of this oral high-dose therapy are minimal for healthy people. The most common side effect is diarrhea, which simply indicates that you have exceeded your individual bowel tolerance. In that case, reduce the dose and distribute it better. Iron and copper overload is an issue, so watch out with those. But many times, only in case of rare hemochromatosis. Remember, this is not yet a set of instructions. In this video, I only want to convey knowledge and show you what individual nutrients like vitamin C can achieve when used correctly. If you recognize yourself in the problems mentioned here and want to try it, consult your doctor or natural health practitioner. Importantly, make sure they are good in what they do. Or come directly to me, your new guru, and we'll do it together. And this is just one nutrient. So don't get me wrong. There are many other nutrients and deficiencies that can play into your overall problem. However, vitamin C is a big player when it comes to gum and skin health, as well as all the other areas mentioned. In the next video, I will show you the exact 5-point protocol for how to optimally distribute your 2 to 10 grams of vitamin C per day, and much more that you need to know about this topic. So stay tuned. And once again, I've made this world a better place. Tell everyone, your brother, your sister, your friends, your grandma, your dog, just everyone. We have to make people and pets healthy, and that only works together. So like, comment, and follow.